What happens when a boy child overstays his care in the parent's house? A boy child overstays his care. You know, you're supposed to be cared by your parents up to a certain age, and then after that, you have to step out and start caring for yourself. Later, care for the family that God is gonna give you, because as a boy child, after some time, you become a father also. So you cannot continue staying with the parents in the parents' house for long, because you are expected to also establish your own house. So what happens when they overstay? This is what we are going to discuss today. If you're new here, you're welcome. Please subscribe if you haven't. So this boy child is now 30, 32, 35, still in the parents' house. Sometimes even 40. Yeah, still in the parents' house. And what is happening is that the mother is waking up to do the washing, the cooking, the cleaning, the caring, everything, every provision. The reason for this, the mother says, is that my son has not gotten a job. Then the son overhears that and he says, okay, what is the job for if my mom is gonna take care of me for the rest of my life? So there you are. You as a boy child, your mind stops thinking that you are a man and that your dad fathered you. So you're also supposed to father somebody or some children. And how old are you? You are 35. How old was your dad when he was giving birth to you? Your dad was 21. So, 22. So, what are you doing in your dad's house at 35 years? And your poor dad is still paying for your bills, giving you food, and washing clothes, your mom washing clothes for you. Everything is done for you because you don't have a job. So you also end up now becoming so, so comfortable that you don't even want to go and look for a job. You don't want to go and look for a job, and you are like, "Oh, I'm comfortable. After all, I'm eating, I'm drinking, I'm sleeping comfortable. My my life is well taken care of." So you are like, you are comfortable. And this makes you turn 36 when you're still in the parents' house. This makes you turn 40. How sad. Now, what happens is that you go out there during your free time, because you are already very, very free. You are not even bothered about looking for a job. So most of the times, you are seated out there by the roadside with your colleagues, playing this game, with bottle tops, like small boys. And that is where you spend your day. So, in the course of time, there are some people that are hawking alcohol with motorbikes. Hawking alcohol. And alcohol is being brought in to these groups of men who sit by the caravans, by the roadside. And you now start drinking. And because you want to sustain the drinking habit in order to be very happy out there, you start now stealing from your mom's handbag to go and sustain your drinking habits out there. So what happens is that your first drink was bought by a friend, your colleague. He buys you the first drink, and you're like, you go home staggering and feeling very good. Then the second day, your other colleague buys for you, and you're like, wow, these people have got money and they're not working, they're just like me, yet they have the money. So you sit here and you wonder, how am I going to appear before my peers out here if I will never chip in even one day? So your stupid mind tells you, you have to look for money. Instead of your mind telling you that you have to hustle and look for a job or something to earn a living from, you go and steal from your mom's handbag the money that she sold some milk from her cow. You go and steal that money, and you go and buy alcohol to your buddies out there, and you also drink yourself silly. So when you come back in the evening, your mom is all mad, asking where her money went, and saying, no, I'm very sure I put that money in this handbag. I'm very sure, and I have not left this house. Where did my money go? And you're like, woman, look for your money because I don't know. I have never been to your handbags. And your mom is suspecting because you have come drunk several days. So she asks, how come you are drinking these days? Where are you getting money from? Have you gotten yourself a job? Out there by the roadside? And you're like, Mom, friends bought for me. Even the day before yesterday, friends bought for me. And why I'm telling you so is because yesterday I came home drunk and you didn't say your money was lost. The previous day I had come home drunk, you had not said your money is lost. Why are you saying it's me today? Yet I'm not drinking because you lost your money. Don't even try to suspect me because I did not take that money. So your mom is like very sad, asking now, oh, might I have been, am I forgetting things these days? Where could I have put that money? And she overturns the whole house. And you are there looking at the old woman, throwing the cushions of the seats everywhere, trying to look for that money. Anyway, your money is already in your stomach and your friend's stomachs. So she ends up not getting anything. So the balance of the money that you left, very little, you again go and drink tomorrow. So your mom says, okay, this guy is coming drunk every day. I must find out what is happening to him out there. So you're in at loggerheads with your mom, and that day she did not even cook lunch for you. So she goes out there and tries to speak to the neighbors, her age mates. And you know what they tell her? They tell her, even my son is doing the same. My money is always getting lost in my house. And whenever I look for it and I end up finding out that my money was stolen by my son, the one who is a buddy to your son. They drink our monies out there at the caravans by the roadside. So mom goes back home very perturbed. But because she doesn't have evidence, she just makes noise in the compound and she's very annoyed. But you say, so the next time, mom says, I'm going to trap this somebody because I'm really suspecting my son. I'm going to trap him. All this time you have been, and it's been a week now since you first stole the money. And your mom now goes and puts her money in the bag intentionally. Some 500 Kenya shillings. Kenya shillings. I'm talking of Kenya shillings. So, intentionally she puts it there. And she puts a trap for you because she knew that she had to say that she has gone somewhere in the garden, in the farm, so that you may think you are alone in the compound and now go looking for her handbags because you think your mom has forgotten everything. So the minute she drops down there, mom drops down there in the farm and she starts cultivating. Little do you know that she had set up a camera, before she left. So immediately you see your mom has disappeared in the thickets of the maize plantation. You quickly go to her handbag to try and search to see if there is money there. And you find the money. Very quickly, you remove the money and you start now getting ready to go out there. But just in time, before you wear your sweater to step out, mom comes back and says, hey, let me see who the thief is in this house. And she goes and removes her handbag. She tries looking for her money and she asks you, have you seen my money again? My money is lost again. And you say, no. So, mom says, are you sure you did not take the money? You say, mom, I've never taken your money. I always drink because my friends buy alcohol for me. So, mom goes and removes the small camera she had hidden in the corner and calls you by her side and tells you, come here. Look and see who this is. Look and see who this is. And there you are, so ashamed, you do not even know what to say. So, mom has caught you and there is evidence and says, now I'm going to take you to the chief so that the chief can now forward you to the police because you are a thief and I'm not going to stay with a thief in this home. And you plead with her and say, mom, I'm not going to repeat this again. Then mom asks you, how old are you? You say you are 35. What are you still doing in my house? Why are you overstaying your care in this home? You are supposed to be having a home of your own. You are supposed to be having a girlfriend out there or a wife. You are supposed to have built your own house at this age. You are supposed to have looked for a job. I educated you. Am I the one who's going to get you a job? And you are like, Mom, I'm still waiting for Dad to come and get me a job. You know, he had promised to speak to his friend out there who had promised me a job, who had promised him a job for me. And you are like, so you are going to sleep and wake up every day waiting for your father to get you a job. Yet we educated you. And now here, you have become a thief and an alcoholic at the same time. So, from today henceforth, there is no staying in this house anymore. Step out like other men out there, go look for a job and also look for a home where you can stay, because I'm not going to stay with a thief. Otherwise, there are two options here. I'm going to go to the chief or you leave. So there you are scratching your head. And you know what you tell your mom? Okay, mom, please don't take me to the chief. Just give me the bus fare and some pocket money and I'll go out there and look for a job. So the same mom whom we have stolen from now is required to give you some pocket money and some bus fare for you to go out in the city and look for a job. And mom, just like a mother asks you, when you get to the city, where are you going to sleep? You say you don't know, but because you have kicked me out, I want to go. So mom says, you are a big boy now, out of my house. And you are like, but mom, give me the fare. Give me some pocket money. And mom is like, if you don't step out right now, I'm going to call the chief. And you're going to be arrested because there's evidence here in the camera. So the boy steps out without anything, not even the clothes to change. And on reaching the gate, the mother calls him back and says, come back here. Why didn't you carry your clothes? What are you going to be changing? And the son says, Mom, I'm going nowhere because I cannot even afford to pay myself the fare to the big city to go and look for a job. So what I'm doing is that I'm going to be sleeping by the wall in the night next to your house, and I'll be coming in the day to shower and to eat. And mom says, I'm not going to feed you anymore. I'm not going to feed you anymore. As long as you are in this comfort, you're not going to sleep here and you're not going to eat here. So things become hard. And you're like, these parents hate me. To cut the long story short, parents do not hate you. You are the one who overstayed your care. You are supposed to have left immediately at 21, or 22, latest 24, to go and look for a job after education. You are educated. You are given everything. From the time you started suckling your mother's breast, you have never left her foot. When are you ever going to grow up? Style up, man. Step out of your mom's house and get yourself a life. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and let's meet in the next one. Bye-bye.